Welcome to Building Fortunes Radio. Make sure you check us out at buildingfortunesradio.com. Along with our marketing partners, we're here to help our PM Marketing Network Lead customers build their businesses and make the world a better place. At Building Fortunes, we know how much your business means to you and the people important to you. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world. Now on to our show with your host, Peter Mingils.
Hello, everyone. Peter Mingils here. You're listening to us live on Building Fortunes Radio. That's www.buildingfortunesradio.com. Many people that might be listening in are familiar with my voice. My name is Peter Mingils, and we own this on buildingfortunesradio.com. But today, I wanted to take a little bit of special time to regroup with a friend of ours. His name is Coach Smile, or Coach David. We call him Coach whenever I'm referencing him. Coach and I go way back. He's super successful in the home-based business arena, and he's got a great heart and a wonderful soul, and he's been helping people out for a long time. So we've had some really great conversations about what he's been doing and what he's been building. And recently, he started to work with something that's one of my favorite topics, or one of my most curious topics, and that's with CBD. And I know that there's a lot of interest here. So when he said that he is doing something with this, I said, well, I want to get involved in helping you do the great things that you do, because I'm sold on Coach. Like, if that was all you heard, that's all you usually need, is follow Coach, because he's a great guy. He always does what's in your best interest. And he's there, and he's available, and he's old-fashioned in the idea that he rolls up his sleeves and he goes to work and he loves on his people. He's just a really great man. And when he started talking about this product line, I said, you know, if we can do a radio show on this, that would be wonderful, because I need more of our Building Fortunes Radio listening audience to hear this. Number one, they're curious about the product line itself. Number two, they're looking for a home. They want to work with good people. And there's nobody that I trust more than Coach David Smile. So he's just a really great guy. And we've had countless conversations about any or all of those things. So the first thing I wanted to do was bring him up here and give him a chance to actually talk about some of the things that he's been working on. And then he added the cherry on the cake, brought a friend along with him, and we're going to talk about that during this radio show as well. But Coach David, thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Peter. It's always a pleasure to work with you. I have been working with a young man for the last few years that has been in the industry for over 2.5 decades. He's done every single thing a leader could do in this industry. He's been an international associate, a founding director of a few companies, a co-owner, and is known throughout the industry as a prominent consultant. Responsible for writing marketing programs, executing marketing programs. For example, if you remember AOL, that started out with a sample program, which is going to be the heart of what he's redoing here. He's a trailblazer, and I'd like to present the president of Care Beyond, Mr. Tim Taylor. Tim, welcome to the show.
Hey, well, thank you very much, Coach, and thank you very much, Peter. And you started that off with a young man. Holy cow, I feel really special now. I don't know that I fit up to that bill, but I'll have to take it by continuing my CBD use. Hey, well, thanks a lot, and I appreciate you coming on here. You know, I am super excited about the project that we're working on here with Care Beyond. In fact, in nearly 30 years in the industry, being involved with launching companies such as America Online and nearly 1,000 other ones, I'll tell you something. I haven't, and I don't think you have either, Coach, or Peter, seen anything with the scale and scope of what we've got here with Care Beyond. I mean, everybody out there in the audience and everyone that's listening has probably heard by now the term CBD, or medical marijuana, or cannabis. It's trending. It's all over the place. You look at some of the Canadian stocks that are out there hitting the market right now, and just the tremendous growth that's going on. It's a train that's left the station. It's not turning back. The laws are changing. The marketplace is changing. And, you know, when I first started researching into that, I had a client that brought me in to tell me a little bit about their CBD ideas. And as I started getting into it, the more I thought about it, they're going, hey, this is just a way for people to get high. It's just all about marijuana. I didn't know much about it. But as I learned and studied more and started talking to some of the doctors and looking into the real, true, bona fide research that's done internationally on CBD and cannabis, and I'll tell you something, it is breakthrough, some of the medical miracles that they're beginning to see with these products, Coach.
Excellent.
Incredible,
so I think
incredible.
Absolutely.
Yes, go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, so I know there's a lot of curiosity about the product line relative to the CBD stuff. So maybe you can give some education to some of our Building Fortunes radio listening audience about the difference between, the product that you have, the CBD related. Actually, you're developing a product line. We'll talk about that in a second. But talk to us about the difference between CBD and THC, which is the component that gets us high or gets somebody high. So what's the difference between like pot and then the product that you're incorporating here?
Well, that's a great question, Peter, and it's something that was one of my questions that came up. I didn't realize that there was a difference, but in fact it is substantial. Primarily, CBD is extracted from hemp, which is a kissing cousin to the cannabis plant. The fundamental difference is that CBD is required and does indeed have less than 0.3% THC, which is the psychoactive component of medical marijuana or cannabis. So the idea is with CBD, you're fundamentally getting the same therapeutic benefit, if not even more significant than you do with cannabis, but without the high. Now some people are out there thinking, hey, that's not a good thing. Some people may enjoy the high, may find it beneficial or therapeutic psychologically for that. But the reality of it is this, with the THC aspect of it, history has shown that no one has ever overdosed from marijuana or CBD or anything like that. But I can assure you that many people, through the cognitive breakdown that they get with marijuana, are indeed impaired to the point where they've gotten in car accidents and harmed themselves and harmed others. The key with CBD is you get, again, all the benefits with none of the side effects. And the response has been, in the marketplace, for example, a World Anti-Doping Association just approved CBD for use by Olympic athletes, by professional sports players and football teams and so forth. And the reason why they've still left medical marijuana on the banned list, even if you have a prescription, an athlete can't use that, go figure, but they can indeed use CBD now, even in the Olympics. So it's trending. And the reason for this change, the reason for it being adapted so far and wide lately is because it works. The response rate has been overwhelmingly positive.
Well, I think the biggest misconception is a lot of people don't study the things that are inside the plants. So like you said, they're similar plants, but they're different. So if you're looking at them, you might not know the difference, but they're different plants. They have, I think there's like 80 different chemicals that would be classified as these special oils. And one of them is the THC. And it might have its endearing benefits for maybe relaxation or maybe cancer treatment patients, helps them with appetite. Or people like myself, I have glaucoma, so it might lower the blood pressure, the eyeball pressure that I have that's damaging the nerve. So maybe the THC has its benefits. More so than, for the people that remember like Fast Time at Ridgemont High and Spicoli. So,
right.
So, but the CBD stuff has nothing to do with all those mind-altering, if you will, devices. It's actually a separate chemical, isolated, and I think I've done some research on this stuff myself. Because it's so strong on the CBD side, it actually almost eliminates completely even that little trace of the THC in there as well. So now you have a totally great product that has unbelievable benefits. And I know you can't make medical claims and blah, 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 but there's a lot of people that just look at this and say, this is just amazing. And I guess there's several delivery ways that you could actually take this product. How has your company developed a product line to be able to incorporate the oil itself? Because you don't sit there, I don't think, with a dropper. I think you guys incorporated some of the oil with different things to even give more health benefits. So tell us a little bit about the Care Beyond product line.
Well, you're spot on with your analysis, Peter, and it's refreshing to speak with somebody that's educated on the topic, and I can tell you're passionate about it as well. When you start discovering some of the truly, and if you ever heard the term panacea, in 30 years in nutrition, neither I or Coach or anyone I know has seen anything with the reach and potential of what CBD has. But having said that, with our particular products, what's really unique about the Care Beyond line is first, we're founded by medical organizations, our parent companies, our medical centers, hospice organizations, clinics, a chain of clinics. We've got hundreds of doctors, and all of our products have actually been vetted and developed by the doctors on behalf of, for use by their patients. And one of the things that we did that was really unique is the doctors all got together with this and determined what common, when they saw this, the scope and the research that had been done on CBD, a lot of it being done overseas, and they discovered that what they decided to do was see what they could do to develop compounds using CBD that targeted specific niche needs of their patients that they were typically seeing when they come in to visit on the typical, visit. And so what they did is they did 4 basic compounds to start. We've just added 2 additionals. But the compounds, for example, we've got one that's called Immunity, and it uses CBD suspended in an olive oil, tincture format, very similar to some of the things you might see online. But that's where it stops. The variance is it's compounded with super antioxidants that boost your immune system, things like reishi mushroom, shiitake mushroom, vitamin C, B12, and other things. And the end result is even if you took the CBD away, it's going to boost your immune system. But when you combine the two together, it's magic. I mean, if you know people that are struggling with colds or flus or allergies or autoimmune disorders, they have got to try that product. I mean, it's just mind-blowing what it does. My fiance has been using this product. She's been on for years on allergy medications. Ever since she was a kid. I mean, constantly. When I first met her, she was just constantly sniffling and sneezing and sick a lot. And since she's been on this immunity product, she doesn't take a single medication anymore. Not a sniffle, nothing, no puffy eyes, and even through allergy season. It's truly remarkable. Some of the other products that we've got one that's called Theramelt. And Theramelt is it's a melt-away tablet. It's not an oil, but it melts away on your tongue, and it uses CBD compounded with supplements that are, again, intended to combat transitory pain and inflammation and discomfort. And the end result is, as you use this, it's just a remarkable thing. If you got something that hurts, you got to try this product. A third product that we've got is called Tranquility. And Tranquility is something that is, it's CBD that's compounded with things for stress relief or anxiety or sleeplessness. If you're angry all the time or just not feeling good or anxious or toss and turn at night, this is truly I believe it's remarkable. I mean, we've had people that have gone through horrible ongoing seizures, grand mal seizures, and other types of things like that. As using this, we're not saying that it's intended to diagnose, treat, or cure anything. But what we are seeing is simply breathtaking response. We're eliminating their seizures are just stopping. Even, with all the medications that they were unable to get it to stop, they managed to get a breakthrough on that. Our fourth product is called Vitality. And Vitality is a compound that uses the lesser amounts of CBD, but it's compounded. It was developed by a urologist, and it's with a focus of energy, stamina, sex drive. And, if you don't think your sex life is important, this is a natural vasodilator for men and for women, and it just really works, but with no harmful side effects. Our 2 new products, we've got a brand new CBD patch That's transdermal. It lasts for about 24 hours. You put it on your skin. It's virtually see-through. You can't see it. And it just works amazing. And we have another one that is a probiotic, where most of your illnesses and things stem from your gut area, and this is a CBD compound with probiotic. So, as you can see, what's different about us is it's not just oils and balms that you might find on Amazon or something else. These are products compounded and designed by doctors for personal use, over the shelf. All of them are supplements and not prescriptions, but they're professionally done, third-party certified as to quantity, quality, and efficacy. They're just first-class products, Peter.
Excellent. We're going to do this. We're going to take a little commercial break. You're learning about CBD with a company called Care Beyond, working with a Coach Smile, or Coach if you want to call him that. We're going to give you an opportunity of being able to get some samples right after this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to Building Fortunes Radio. If you sell a product or service, then you should check out PM Marketing's NetworkLeads.com. Just visit www.networkleads.com. For over 18 years, PM Marketing has helped distributors build their home-based businesses through lead generation, website development, automated email delivery systems, and sales training. If you're looking for a way to increase your skills and increase the number of people that see your product or opportunity, NetworkLeads.com can help. To learn more, visit www.networkleads.com. Ask about their lead management system, capture pages, personalized websites, MLM training, humongous blogs, the humongous classified ad network, Building Fortunes Radio, or their webinar schedule. NetworkLeads.com can be your one-stop shop for everything you need. And now, back to our show.
And we are back. Peter Mingils here. We're talking to Tim Taylor. He's the president of a company called Care Beyond. Ton of experience in the business world, MLM specifically, lots of work with health and nutrition, and certainly can appreciate. I love the way you went through this product line. I just want to highlight a few things and add a little bit of fun to it. First of all, I'm in Florida, so I think I want to order cases of tranquility for the whole entire state, because we're kind of freaking out relative to the way we do our voting. And if this was just the beginning, 2018 was any idea of our recollection of how we can count in the state of Florida, could you just imagine what's going to happen in 2020? So I think everybody should just bombard Florida with just that one product. I think that'll be enough. But that's just a little bit of fun, because there's a lot of people stressed out about a lot of things that are going on. I mean, Donald Trump, I think single-handedly could be a driving force for the Tranquility product line, whether he realizes it or not. On a little bit less playful.
Yeah, he could be our spokesman, Peter. I just got to get him to sign up for that. That would be awesome.
That's right. That's it. Absolutely. Now, on a more playful note, or less playful note, the probiotics. I've done a lot of research. A lot of people say that almost everything starts inside your gut. You have a healthy gut or a healthy digestive system, that's going to fix a lot of problems. So you have the CBD with the probiotics. I think it's just magical. I mean, really smart. And that blends together with your immunity problem. There's a lot of us that are just affected by a lot of the stresses and strains that are associated with what's going on around us. We live in a chemical feast. We live with a lot of radiation all over the place. We have a lot of challenges, whether it's negative thinking sometimes or anything else. There's a lot of environmental issues that are out there. Flu shots aren't working as well as they ever worked, if they ever worked at all. You get into the whole thing. So what are you doing to try to help yourself with this immunity? And by the way, my little political note is the more of these shots that people keep taking and all this sort of stuff, all these chemicals are just really weakening our immune systems. Your body just doesn't know what the heck's going on. So if you don't fix it with something, it really needs it. And then the other products that you had as far as the Theramelt, I hate to say it, I'm getting a little bit older, so pain is something that's a daily occurrence in many of people my age and older's lives. So you got that with that one. And the Vitality, I think that's obviously a great product as well. So you have a great product line. So for those people that are looking for a consumable item that people would probably want to try many of them for lots of different people inside their family as well, this is just really magical as far as a good, solid product line with a hot main ingredient that lots of people are curious about, and I'm sure there's a business opportunity associated with this as well. So can you tell us a little bit about the business opportunity?
Sure. Well, you use the term magical, and that's something that I look at, and myself, like my good friend Coach Smile, we've been at this for a long time. We've seen a lot of companies come and even more of them go. Not all good companies are well-baked, so to say. They're prepared and ready to go. And what I wanted to do in structuring Care Beyond is really change that dynamic. We wanted to do something where we know that we've got products that are just massively. I mean, who do you know, Peter, that gets sick or colds or flus or challenges or allergies? Or who do you know that has something that hurts or is stressed out or wants to improve their sex life or is low energy? Everybody. So what we wanted to do is basically create a way that people could try these products for free. They could just get them in their hands, and we know that when they do it, they're going to love them. So we created a nationwide free sampling program. So you can go to your local care associate, go to their website and click request a free sample. It's mailed right to your door. We don't collect a credit card. There's no payment required. You can try these products ahead of time. Now, think about this just from a business perspective. What if you had a website, a business that you could get into? There's no cost to get in the business whatsoever. We don't charge for our websites or marketing materials or training or anything else. You should get some product to be able to work with. It's hard to sell from an empty wagon, but there's not a mandate to do that. The idea with this is how many of you listeners out there could possibly find someone that would try a free product that would help them with any transitory pain that they're going with, or if they're getting sick a lot, that would simply try it. And if they'll try it, once they request a free sample from you, even if you don't provide that sample yourself, you're not required to, and they buy anything, they're coded to you forever. And so you get a residual income from them. But imagine this, if somebody gets a sample from your website, Peter, and they go and they get that sample, they're automatically in your network. They are also going to receive a communication from the company that says, hey, Tom, congratulations on getting your sample. We hope you enjoyed it. Did you know that if you simply shared a sample with someone else, you can be eligible to get a free bottle of product with your first order just by sharing with someone else? So they'll share with somebody else, and then that person is going to get samples. And then they refer someone else, and that person's going to get samples. And the key to it is our system helps do the follow-up and communications with them to give them offers and prompts and remind them. And every time anybody orders, you're alerted and you're eligible to earn ongoing residual commissions on it. So what we tried to do was create a system that's kind of more like old world, that's face-to-face, have meetings and, sit around your kitchen and try products and everything else, versus, mixed and blended with the new world. And that is social media, free sampling, online marketing funnels, automated business systems, and free enrollment. And with that, we think that we're going to have absolutely viral growth with a trending product that is doctor certified, and it's going to be hot. We're super excited about this.
So you said a couple of things that I just wanted to clarify or confirm. You said they can join the business for free and they get free websites?
That's right. They get a free website. There's no cost for any of our online marketing systems or free website systems, shopping cart, training. It's all provided.
Wow. Now, Coach mentioned something to me when I was speaking with him. This is along the line of the product. Because if you go to the website, what's Coach's website? So if people wanted to go there, they could take a look at the free sample, or they wanted to go take a look at the product line itself. So what's Coach's website? I think it was... Yeah,
if anybody's out there listening, grab a pen, and we'll repeat this again. But if you wanted to get a free sample, and if you know somebody else with Care Beyond, you can go to their website, of course. But if you don't have anybody that's referred you, go to www.carebeyond.com, carebeyond.com/coach. That's carebeyond.com/coach. And when you get there, just click on the request a free sample button. You'll be put right in the system. Your samples will be processed out to you. All you need is your name, phone number, and email. and, of course, your mailing address, and you'll be all set up.
Excellent. So for those people that are looking for the business side of it as well, Coach is, like I said, a real great guy. I have a huge love and respect for the things that he's done, and he's a hard worker. I mean, this guy's just tirelessly helping to work with people, and he's kind of old school, which means that he's probably going to pick up the phone and have a conversation with you. If you're working with him on his team, I know he's helping a lot of people on his team as well. So if you're looking for the business opportunity, you could do that as well. Tim, I know you have a great reputation. You know, your training is excellent, and your passion for this really helps accelerate things. For those people that are interested in this stuff, you won't be working alone. So make sure you go back to the person that kind of brought you here. If you came in from either Coach's team or however else you might find it, we always like to honor those lines of sponsorship. You know, the person doing the work deserves it. So do that. But if you do go to the website, you'll see when you click on the join or the shop, you'll see some of the products that are there. The one that is not there is the one that you said was new. So it's the one that's the patch. So tell us a little bit about the patch, because there's a couple unique things about the patch that's somewhat unlike others. Like specifically, Coach said you can kind of cut it up and then use a portion of it maybe on different sections of your body, whereas usually a patch might have, it might not be able to do that. So can you tell us a little bit about what's going on with that transdermal patch?
Sure thing. Yeah, the transdermal patch actually uses nanotechnology with CBD that's infused into 5 layers of a mylar patch. And what's unique about that is many of the transdermal patches, for example, if you've got a patch, transdermal patch with a prescription drug from your doctor, typically they have sort of a built-in reservoir almost that's on there. With this patch, it doesn't have that. It uses a nano-infused technology, and it lasts for about 24 hours. So what you'll do is you'll take this patch and you apply it typically over an area that hurts. For example, when I've had chronic neck pain for years, Peter, it's just, you know, from hunched over the computer and, you know, and so forth. And I took this patch the first time I got it and stuck it on the back of my neck. And in about an hour, my pain was down about 80%. I said, wow, that's pretty good. You know, that's better than I would get from a Tylenol or something like that. But what was remarkable is the next morning when I got up, and in the morning, I don't know, you know, if anybody knows those with chronic neck pain, is the morning is when it really hurts. I woke up the next morning, I felt like a 10-year-old. I had absolute full range of motion in my neck, no pain, no discomfort, zero. And so what the power of that is the patch applies CBD both transdermally right to the source, but it also goes through your full system, so you're getting your full application of CBD. And one of the things that science has determined is there is actually, you know, many of us are aware of the many different body systems that our bodies have, you know, the cardiovascular system, the respiratory system, and so forth. There's also a system that was discovered that is one of the most predominant and powerful and far-reaching systems in your human body, and it's called, oddly enough, the endocannabinoid system. And what it is it's a system of receptors that are spread throughout your body, and millions of them, that interact with something called phytocannabinoids, which are basically it's a phytonutrient that is found in everything from broccoli to chocolate to black pepper to, you know, spinach and a variety of things, including cannabis. So and CBD. So the idea with it is CBD being the most potent source of phytocannabinoids that you can choose, either apart from eating a truckload of broccoli or a little bit of CBD. What they're finding is basically by taking that CBD, it helps bring your endocannabinoid system back into balance, bringing your body closer to homeostasis, and that's why we're getting all these tremendous responses. So it's
excellent. Okay,
I hope that answered your question.
It sure does. Excellent. And we're running out of time. So for all those people listening in, a little bit of a sense of urgency, since it's free to join, go to the website, join. You order your free samples if you want some free samples. You know they already work, so just you might also buy some product. The holidays are coming up. You're going to be spending more time around people, and everybody's going to be talking about CBDs around the Thanksgiving table if you celebrate Thanksgiving. Lots of people around the holiday table for sure. So jump in. get this started, because you can really kickstart your 2019 by the work you do today. So for some people, you probably either pulled over if you were driving, or you grabbed that pen and you're like, I got to try this, or I got to do this. What is that website? One more time, please.
Yeah, one more time. That website is www.carebeyond.com/coach. carebeyond.com/coach. And I'm going to give you a coupon code that you can get a 10% discount for listeners today. That is
Sweet.
CBD10. That's CBD10 for anybody that's listening on here today. You can use that code on checkout for 10% off. That's off your distributor price if you're a distributor, or your retail price if you're a customer. Hey, Peter, do I have time to reference? We have an amazing call coming up tonight with Dr. Yvette Oliver, who's going to be going through much of the studies that have been done on CBD from a medical perspective, university studies. It's flabbergasting listening to her. She's coming up at 9 o'clock tonight. Is it okay if I share that number?
Absolutely. And by the way, so for those people that are listening in, if you're listening in on the radio because you listen to the archived one, that phone call might not be on tonight. So remember, if you're listening to a recorded version, it might not be here, but we'll make sure that you have access to this information anyway. So go ahead. What's that number?
Okay, that is going to be for Tuesday, November 13th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That is going to be area code 774-220-4000. That's 774-220-4000. Then you use PIN code 818283#. That's 818283#. And that's going to be at 9 o'clock tonight. One more time, that's area code 774-220-4000, PIN code 818283#, and that is with Dr. Yvette Oliver, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. You guys will be blown away when you hear of some of the medical studies that have been done on CBD. You're never going to you can't not get involved with CBD after listening to this.
Wow, excellent. Okay, good. So we're done. So thanks for being here, Tim Taylor. Thanks for being here, Coach David Smile. We call him Coach or Coach David or Coach Smile, depending on what you want to call him. But just call him. But the reality is if you go to his website, you'll be able to get the free samples or take a look or get contact information as well. We're going to put this up on our Building Fortunes Radio site as well. It'll be buildingfortunesradio.com/Care Beyond. Care Beyond being the name of the company for those people listening in. And then, of course, if you want information on the stuff that was on that conference call, I'm sure it'll be recorded and available in many places. So talk to Coach Smile or whoever brought you here and ask them for that conference call or other information. There's a ton of really great information on this. I am hooked on my interest in learning about this product because I've heard so many wonderful things about this, and just can't wait to learn more. So thanks, everybody, for being here. Catch you next time on Building Fortunes Radio.
You've been listening to Building Fortunes Radio on buildingfortunesradio.com. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check us out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the designated Building Fortunes Radio segment with Peter Mingils. Be sure to check out the buildingfortunesradio.com website for our featured segments. It's been our privilege to have you listen in. At Building Fortunes Radio, we wish you the success you deserve and are willing to work for. So spread the word, tell a friend, join our newsletter, and go make a difference in your world.